Next tonight, the retired detective who back in 1994 reunited a kidnapped baby with her parents at a Nottingham maternity unit. Nick Holmes went on to tackle gun crime as it spiralled out of control, and now he's published his autobiography. This report from our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball does contain a few flashing images.
Joy and relief after a kidnapping that made headlines around the world. It's almost 27 years since Abby Humphries was taken from the Queen's Medical Centre by a bogus nurse. Abby was found here 17 days later. Nick Holmes, the detective who identified her.
Roger and Karen had given me a shawl that she had when she was born. So I was asked to wrap her in that to bring her out of the house, which is what I did. And it was quite emotional because I felt that real bond, almost like a fatherly bond with her straight away. And I was quite choked up by it. So handing her back, it was just a really special moment. And, you know, they invited me to the christening, which was just a brilliant thing to be involved in.
We have the odd...
Nick rose to the rank of chief superintendent as Nottingham was overwhelmed by gun crime. The police were struggling with the number of murders. The tipping point in 2004, when 14-year-old Danielle Becken was shot dead walking home from the Goose Fair.
It was out of control to a degree. Really quickly escalated through knife crime into gun crime. And that was, I just couldn't believe what we were seeing. And demand spiraled so quickly that we got diverted and became reactive and not proactive.
I remember you telling me all those years ago that the police had seized an Uzi submachine gun on the streets of Nottingham.
Yeah, I think we recovered one. We recovered an Uzi submachine gun. And there were threats made against different members of Nottinghamshire Police. It was difficult, very, very, very challenging. But we got on top of it, and that's the main thing.
The lessons learned and the challenges Nick faced are now the focus of his autobiography.
I was a failure at school, I was bullied, nowhere to live, I had no job. So I could have gone a very different path myself. You know, try and work around those problems. They're the biggest lessons in life. And seize opportunities. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is the key.
And this was the day that made it all worthwhile. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.